All right, man. Torch Talk After Hours. You know what it is. So, look, man. Kendrick Lamar is still doing his world tour. We're going to check in with Frankfurt, Germany. Yeah, man. So, this is about to get crazy. Let's get it, man. Torch Talk After Hours. You know what it is. Let's go. All right. This comes courtesy of Marcus at Work Media. So, let's go.
Welcome back to Marcus at Work Media. So we got K. Dot and SZA doing their show in Germany again, but this time in Frankfurt. They got 2 nights in Frankfurt. This is the first night, and it went off with a bang.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's insane. This is crazy. Yo, it's so crazy how Kendrick Lamar has so many different dimensions, bro. It's out of control. He went from it's like kind of like it's like a 360. He like from Good Kid, Mad City, all the way back to G and X, and it's like, man, the artistry here. I just don't know what to tell y'all no more. The artistry here is amazing. Just the feel of the music, people feeling the music all over the world. This just isn't in America. And I know a lot of people feel some type of way, but let's be honest. This is not just in America. And you know what? I want to talk about something that I always wanted to talk about. About a lot of these old heads can't stand the fact that hip hop is where it's at today. They love hip hop, but they want hip hop to stay secluded into black culture. They don't want hip hop to actually influence other cultures or be big enough to move other cultures around. Let's just be honest. A lot of these old heads, these old hip hop scholars or whatever you want to call them, I don't know, man. I have a huge problem with them. I really do. I have a huge problem with these so-called hip hop intellectuals. I do. You know what I'm saying? Because they act as if like nobody else can know anything but them. You know what I'm saying? And they have all the answers, but they don't have none of the answers. Because leave it up to them, hip hop would be broken poor. It would be broken poor. It won't be worldwide. You know what I'm saying? They'll keep hip hop in the basement so they can study it like a science project. And I'll call it out right now. A lot of older hip hop intellectuals are selfish as fuck. They're selfish and they want it to be the way they want it to be. They don't want to see hip hop grow. They don't. They want to keep it exactly where it's at. And that's just my opinion.
Now, after highlighting some clips in Germany, I have to say, whether Cologne or Frankfurt, which I have to say any part of Germany at this point dealing with hip hop, they don't be fucking around, man. They come to concerts to get fucking lit, bro. Look how many motherfuckers in the crowd on that floor jumping, hands in the air, almost the whole fucking time, man. They mosh pit.
Bruh. I'm going to say this for all y'all, and I'm just going to tell y'all right now, for all y'all that say Kendrick Lamar isn't a big artist, this is another country. And I hate when people do this, say Kendrick isn't a world. He isn't a world art. He's not a worldwide artist. He's just basically known in America. This is another country, by the way. This is not America. And it's sold out. This is a stadium in another country. So his music is big enough to where people, I mean, let's just be clear here. Kendrick Lamar is a big artist, bro. Like I'm not even gonna say that no more. I'm tired of trying to basically argue around people when it comes to K. Dot and his popularity. I'm tired. He's a megastar, bro. He's a megastar. You can't get around that, bro. This guy is doing stadiums in other countries. I don't want to hear it, bro. You don't have a legit argument. You can't tell me nothing, bro. Can't tell me nothing. I don't have a legit argument. It's over, bro.
In this parts of it, they'll like open up the crowd, create a big hole just for the music to drop, to come back, just to mosh pit. That man, they do things differently out there. And then here go Kendrick jumping out the GNX, right on stage, man, doing this thing, warming up the crowd, going in, bars are blazing. Now Kendrick was spotted going back and forth to the venue, and here's some background clips of him doing this thing, bodyguards and all. Now they asked some of the German people what they're expecting from the Kendrick concert and their perspective of Kendrick coming to their country and town. Here's what they had to say.
That nigga was big as hell. He was like, that dude had to be like 6'5", 6'6". Damn. He was big as hell. And he was a big dude. Kendrick Lamar definitely moves around like he's the president. Yeah. It's crazy. Let's see what the fans say. Let me run it back a little bit.
German people, what they're expecting from the Kendrick concert and their perspective of Kendrick coming to their country and town. Here's what they had to say.
Ich würde sagen, dass sich immer treu geblieben ist, schon so seit 2012, seit Pimple Butterflies, safe immer derselbe geblieben.
Now obviously it's in German, so let me see if I can get a translation on some of this stuff.
I'd say he stayed true to himself since 2012, since Kimmel Butterfly. Always the same.
Definitely his style and his rap artist.
Like how Drake was this man.
Has deep like with Drake.
His rap style, I actually say the emotional.
Authenticity, his deepness, his aura somehow really catches, I think. His flow through rap, his music, his style, and so on, his vibe. But I think above all his personality, his text. His music, his lyrics. Just the vibe that his music generally brings. And I also find something really special in...
And then from there, I got a review.
Bruh. This is why I say I don't listen to none of you hip-hop intellectuals, bro. You old-headed hip-hop intellectuals, I don't listen to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Hip-hop is global. Hip-hop should be global. Hip-hop shouldn't be confined in someone's basement, bro. This is hip-hop, bro. Hip-hop should be everybody. These people are touched and moved by our music, bro. And y'all want the shit to be confined in a basement somewhere. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. I don't listen to none of you dudes no more, bro. I'm not trying to hear it. Not trying to hear it, because all y'all do is give a negative spin on everything. Y'all don't know how to congratulate somebody without trying to bring up the fact that somebody ain't doing something right that y'all believe ain't right. This isn't what it's supposed to be. Like, shut up. Just shut the fuck up, man. Oh my God.
From an individual that went to the concert, and here's what he had to say.
And then I've also seen something like that, where two artists simply combine their concerts because they have songs in common, and then they perform together again. And Kendrick came out relatively early with absolute bangers, but it's also because he has so many bangers and basically all sorts of songs are bangers and stuff. And when Family Ties came on, I looked down at the standing area. I immediately saw how so many women had to be pulled out, who probably underestimated the situation down there in the standing area and how crazy people were going off, and what I saw were really only women who were pulled out, for whom it had become too much. Yeah, and I have to say, the atmosphere was awesome. There were really a lot of fireworks, which I really liked. I thought that was really cool. Not exaggerated, but there was always something that came up and I thought that was really cool. And also interesting was the stage constellation. They form a square, a circle, and a triangle, and he has a chain with an X on it. It was so real. Just hearing it live and yeah, oh my god, it was so cool. E minor.
Be humble? They went hard on that too, man.
Damn. He was touched. That nigga was moved. He said, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He was touched, man. He was touched, man. This is what I'm talking about, man. This is why I say, man, hip hop is it's the life of a generation, of multiple generations. To be honest with you, that's one thing I would say about hip hop music, man. Hip hop music has touched people from all types of generations, man. This is why I say hip hop. To me personally, I'm always gonna go rock. I love hip hop, but I like old school rock music. That's my favorite genre of all time. I don't think it's the best genre. That's my favorite genre. I think hip hop is the best genre though, because hip hop has crawled through so many different platforms, as far as like different generations. So it's been around for a little minute, but let's keep it going.
They come to party, man. They come to turn up. Shout out to Frankfurt. Obviously, they did the usual setup and lineup, 30 for 30, Luther, SZA looking sexy as normal, Kendrick doing his damn thing, crowd loving every minute of it.
Yes, baby, that's right. I'm watching. That's fact, it's for you. I don't know what else I'm doing.
Now, on All the Stars is when they lift up the platform. That's K. Dot doing his thing on there with the light show, the whole nine. We know how this goes. Love it every time. All in all, another successful sold-out show. This is the first night. Show, the whole nine. We know how this goes. Love it every time. All in all, another successful sold-out show.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's all I'm gonna say is oh yeah. Oh my God.
This is the first night. One more to go in Frankfurt. Shout out to Frankfurt, man. Y'all go hard. Out.
Yeah, man. That was dope. That was dope, man. Shout out to Kendrick, man. Shout out to SZA. Shout out to everybody that's doing their thing, man. Shout out to them, man. I'm so proud of Kendrick Lamar, man. I'm proud that he got this far in his career, man. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't take him that long. He make his triumphant return back to the U.S. I believe his last show is in L.A., I believe. I'm not sure. I believe it. But he just added some more shows, so. But yeah, man, this is crazy, man. This is crazy. I'm proud to see it, man. I'm proud to see it, so. Thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one, man. Torture Talk After Hours. Peace. Bye.